Hi, my name is Sil, and I am here to bring a very important message. I normally try to keep drama videos off of my channel, as my channel is supposed to serve as a distraction to the cruel world that we live in today. But as it stands, such a cruel world is spreading its toxicity and negligence online. So you should not be distracted from this worldwide problem. And I have evidence myself that this is an issue that needs to be addressed and corrected via some form of resolution. I will also preface this video by saying that I do not condone harassment, bullying, or any kind of violent behaviour. If you do any of these things, you are no supporter of mine. Without further ado, here we go. This story follows the development of TS Underswap, which is an Undertale fan game made by Team Switched. Now, there are multiple people who run the account, but one of which is the main developer, BEETHOVENUS. For some background information, BEETHOVENUS is the lead behind TS Underswap, and he is the general manager of all of the assets. Despite being a major project in the works, there's hardly any drama surrounding BEETHOVENUS as a person. He hasn't carried out any malicious conduct, he raises awareness of things that could pose a threat to the community, and overall, he is a genuinely nice person. Not according to Discord though. On March 23rd, 2026, BEETHOVENUS was browsing Discord in a call with friends, but then went AFK to get some food. When he came back, he saw that he was suspiciously logged out of his account. That's strange. Maybe it was a session ID gone wrong? Internet cut out perhaps? No. As soon as he logged back in, he saw that his account was permanently suspended for 2 child safety violations. What? How did this happen? Did BEETHOVENUS actually commit some horrible stuff behind our backs? Well, no, believe it or not. To understand why this happened, we need to look at 2 other possible scenarios that could have led to this. First, he clicked a link that contained malicious code that allowed the sender to take control of his account via a stolen token. If you don't know what a token is, it's basically a key that allows your account to stay logged in, otherwise known as a session ID. Whether you load up a site while logged into your account, this key is the way of telling the client that you are logged in and your session is active. Once you log out or go offline, the key is discarded and replaced with a new one when you log back in. However, this key is extremely fragile, as if someone were to snatch that key from you, they could go online posing as you from your own account. This is extremely dangerous, because while this token is active, the hacker can do pretty much anything. They can send NSFW messages, they can say slurs, they can even disable your account. This is the most plausible explanation, as stolen tokens are a common way for hackers to gain control of others' accounts. But there's another method, and that is mass reporting. Ever heard that you shouldn't say singular numbers on Discord in case you get banned falsely? Well, this is why. If someone mass reports a message that contains a number, most notably one that is less than 13, they can get your account banned for being underage simply by modifying the chat history to make it look like you're owning up to something that is not your fault. Regardless, this is also a very dangerous method, so that is why I recommend when you reply, give as much context as possible. Now, how does this relate to BEETHOVENUS? Well, we're still not exactly sure what was the main cause of this false ban. BEETHOVENUS tweeted that he had evidence of someone mass reporting his account, but also a message from an anonymous source telling him to be more careful of what links he clicks on and to, quote, enjoy losing your account, end quote. Regardless of which way his account was banned, every single attempt so far to get it back has failed.
Well, why can't he just make an alt account then?
He absolutely can make an alt account, but he has already tried that method, and you guessed it, he got banned for ban evasion. So, making an alt account probably isn't going to work. So he did the next best thing he could, file a ton of support tickets to Discord, most of which were responses allegedly automated, basically saying, no, we won't unban your account. Sounds familiar, doesn't it? On March 30th, he filed a dispute, only to then be told that his ban was going to be upheld. Just a quick unscripted moment. He was never given any evidence of what he did, apart from just saying child safety violations, so yeah, make of that what you will. On April 3rd, he managed to get in touch with Discord CTO, Stanislav Vishvensky, with a reply saying that the team is looking into this. Okay, great. Maybe this will be over after all. No. No, it is not. But we'll get back to this later. On April 13th, BEETHOVENUS was notified that his ban was the act of a homophobe. Of course it is, because people think it's okay to do that. Spoiler alert, it's not. He also contacted Discord's founder, Jason Citron, with no further response since then. On April 14th, his tickets to the Better Business Bureau were resolved, with the reason being that there have been attempts to contact Discord without success. I wonder why. On April 15th, Rebs Gaming, a professional video game reporter, spoke out about the situation on Twitter. Now, how much public pressure would it take for Discord to finally take action? Even with over 1 million people being notified and thousands of angry messages sent Discord's way, it still isn't enough. On April 22nd, 2026, Stanislav finally updated Team Switched about the situation, saying that, after review, given the evidence, the ban will stay in place. What the fuck? You cannot be serious. So BEETHOVENUS has tried to get an alt account, contacted the Better Business Bureau, tried to get an arbitration demand, which basically means he wants to settle this dispute out of court instead of suing, tried to get through to a human agent at support, spammed Discord support tickets, spammed Discord support DMs, inevitably caused a riot among the fanbase, and when a real human finally responds, he's just simply told that due to the evidence, of which we know nothing about by the way, the ban will stay in place. Is it just common practice that companies don't provide evidence that something happened when trying to resolve a case? A court of law does it. Ban appeals have always worked the same way. Why has this changed? I'll tell you why. It's all because of fucking capitalism. They love Nitro so much. Ooh, wouldn't it be a shame if everyone cancelled their Nitro subscriptions, huh? Either that or it's AI. It's one of those two things. There is no in between, and there's no third thing either. It's at this point that I make a statement. I was in the same position that BEETHOVENUS was in, trying to get unbanned from another site, and nobody was answering me despite explicitly requesting evidence and to come to some form of resolution. It took me 2 years on and off to fight this case, and it only ended because I confronted the upper management team about the whole ordeal, only to then get a proper response. This kind of thing took 2 years to do. BEETHOVENUS has been fighting this ordeal for over a month now, and as another victim of ban moderation, I have a number of suggestions that can improve not just Discord support, but support on literally any other platform. First, stop using AI for support responses. It's disingenuous, and artificial intelligence cannot see the bigger picture, whereas humans can investigate further, so hire more humans. Hire the gamers, whose job is literally to sit at their computers all day checking messages. Second, provide evidence when asked. This is literally the easiest step of the whole thing, and it's not even close. If you cannot find evidence, apologize for the confusion and reverse the decision made against the person defending themselves. It's really not that hard. And if you cannot reverse the decision, tell us why. Is it because you have no power to do so? Or is it something that you cannot do because you're off work? Third, and this is the most important thing, respond properly to reports. There's an infinitely long history of false reports against someone ever since they were first introduced, and I know multiple people who have lost their accounts due to this. When you need to take action on a report, investigate it further. Think like a police officer. Is the evidence damning enough to suspect a crime has been committed? Or is it all just a harmless prank? Context matters. One example I can give of a situation like this is how people behave normally. If people normally call each other a bitch or keep saying, "I hate you," that doesn't necessarily mean that they actually hate the person in question. Context matters, people. Start using it, huh? And this brings me to the fourth and final point. ban mass reporting. Seriously, I cannot stress enough how dangerous mass reporting is. There are multiple ways to go about this, such as limiting it so you can only file 2 reports every 12 hours, or checking the reporter's IP address as a means of spam detection. I know I only mentioned 2, but there are many more that I simply don't have the knowledge to present an idea for. They're not going to do a single one of these things, by the way. I will say this though, while people are being punished just for being innocent or careless, there are actual criminals running free on the internet, and they have gotten away with their actions for years. Why punish the innocent? To teach a lesson? Well, that lesson you're teaching is that criminal activity is okay, and that's not how it works. Criminal activity is not okay, and it never will be. You're breaking international laws by doing this. You're the reason we have things like the Online Safety Act. It's not a lesson being taught, it's a tragedy that continues to break the hearts of billions. People lose their lives over this kind of thing. Do you feel no remorse? Nah, you're probably thinking a dead criminal will not reoffend. But what if that criminal turns out to be innocent? Account statuses can be brought back to normal, but a dead person cannot be brought back to life. I know I make this sound very dramatic, but it's the honest truth. So, what now? Will Beethovenus get his account back? And just how much further can this be taken? Will Discord staff actually listen to all the negative feedback and unban his account? Well, I have a suggestion for how you, the viewer, can help. Cancel your Nitro subscriptions. Right now, I don't care. If there is little to no human input behind any action taken, or if the company fails to provide actual support, as demonstrated loads of times over the last couple of years, then they simply do not deserve your money. And I have a message to those who think it's okay to mass report and send malicious links. You need mental help. Your life is going down a dangerous path, and if you keep up like this, you will eventually crash and burn. Don't believe me? I used to be like you, belligerent and uncaring of others' feelings, and I suffered the consequences for that. I was removed from the internet. But now, I am a changed person. Don't let public pressure be the reason why you changed. Let it be me, a former toxic person who has changed her ways for the better good. Please, if you'll only listen to me once, do it now. And Discord, if you're watching this, why? All you had to do was not use AI in your system. I get it, manual labour is tough, but automation is no good substitute. YouTube went down this path, and now, time and time again, they end up in drama because their AI has gone rogue and there's very little human response until it's too late. Actually, good luck trying to find human support at all. AI is not completely useless, but that doesn't mean it's useful. As I said, hire the gamers, hire some actual people, and not some freaking business people who are above the age of 40, because they will be just the same as your shitty AI. Because, as it has been proven over here in England, these people are not fit for moderating this generation. They cannot see the bigger picture. Instead, they come up with plans that end up with leaked private information of millions. And we don't want that happening again. Anyway, for those of you who have watched to the end, I have links below to other videos covering the matter. Beethovenus, Violet Bunny and Sibbles have all made their own videos regarding the situation. With a bit of hope, Discord will understand that what they're doing is wrong, and they will get the attention needed to fix this issue as soon as possible. Hopefully. This is probably asking a bit much. But Beethovenus is a kind-hearted person, and he is not going down without a fight. From what I'm aware of, he is planning to escalate this to legal action, which means going to court against Discord, over AI moderation and lack of human interaction. Oh boy. When this happens, I will be celebrating. I am sorry to bring this video to you, but we simply wish for there to be justice for Beethovenus. He has been treated unfairly over the last month and has been battling emotions as well as his ignored support case. If you know people at Discord, send them this video, and send them every source I will link in the description below. And also cancel your Nitro subscriptions, because Discord will treat that revenue as a reward for doing bad things. We do not reward people for doing bad things in this community.